This is Jim Thornton, Director of Governmental Relations at GMA, and I'm joined by Noah Rainitz, part of our lobbying team. We are excited to share some good news with Georgia's cities. For many years, GMA has been working with Governor Kemp, GDOT Commissioner Russell McMurray, and members of the General Assembly to increase state transportation funding. It appears our advocacy and partnership efforts have paid off, and more money is coming to Georgia cities. But cities must act fast to claim these funds.
In the amended fiscal year 2024 budget, Governor Kemp proposed an additional $1.5 billion of new funding for transportation projects across the state. And most importantly for Georgia cities, he proposed to almost double the amount going to local grants. In the normal budget, there was approximately $218 million going to LMIG, which is a program that all Georgia cities are entitled to participate in. But Governor Kemp proposed an additional $200 million. That money will be administered by GDOT through the traditional LMIG allocation.
And what's even better news is that when this budget was approved by the House on February 7th, they kept the $200 million in the budget, but effectively removed the local match requirement. Normally with LMIG, the city must match between 10 and 30% from local funds. But with this additional $200 million, there should be no local match requirement.
The amended budget has passed the House and now moves to the Senate, which will hopefully approve it soon. Then it goes to the governor, and we know he supports this funding. GDOT is already processing current fiscal year LMIG applications, and the February 28th deadline is approaching fast. We encourage all cities to get their LMIG application turned in quickly for current year funding. GDOT is planning to open applications for the additional money on April 1st.
I also think it's important to stress that even though the current fiscal year LMIG money, unlike this additional money we've talked about, does require a local match, that match can be in-kind services, and if you need additional time to fund the local match, or if you want to bank several years of grants for a larger project, any city can ask the DOT to hold the funds for up to 3 years. But to do so, you have to first apply now and request GDOT to hold the funds. There's an option to do so on the application.
We need to be clear on the deadlines. For current year LMIG grants, you have until February 28th to apply. It's concerning that we believe about 25% of Georgia cities have not yet applied for this year's allocation, and that deadline of February 28th is approaching fast. For the additional $200 million in the amended budget, cities will apply between April 1st and June 30th. And then there will be another normal round of LMIG that will open after July 1st. So there are actually 3 grant windows this year, and each will require a separate grant application.
This is a great opportunity for Georgia cities to fund needed transportation projects in their communities. Please share this information with your fellow city officials. And if you have any questions, please reach out to your member service consultant for your GMA district. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all you do in your city.